And beloved Catholic priest Father Solanus Casey will become one step closer to sainthood as he's beatified Saturday as Blessed Solanus. About 70,000 people expected to come to town for this event, but some of you may be wondering, who is Father Solanus? Jennifer Ann Wilson is live in Detroit where he served. Now, many talk about Father Solanus' simple faith, but it sounds like the word simple wasn't always a compliment, right, Jen?
No, it sure wasn't. But when we're talking about the simple faith and some of his simple beliefs, I'm standing right in the middle of one of them. You know, Father Solanus used to preach that prayer alone just isn't enough. You also need to take action for those in need. And here at Capuchin Kitchen, that's exactly what they do, taking action for those in need, serving meals to the hungry. Now, some Catholic soup kitchens only serve other Catholics in need, but here at the Capuchin Soup Kitchen, it doesn't matter where you're from or what you believe. If you're hungry, they're going to give you a good meal, and it's definitely a tasty one that they're serving up here tonight. And, you know, Father Solanus, actually, he and his family could have used a kitchen like this. He grew up on a farm in a very large family, and he actually had to drop out of school to help pay the bills. And then when he decided that he did want to become a priest and he joined seminary, he flunked out. He actually got kicked out of that seminary in Milwaukee, and when he finally made it here to Detroit, he was given, well, the lowliest job a priest could be given.
How are you? How can I help you?
She's one of the first people you see when you walk into the Solanus Casey Center.
Let me tell you, it's the most amazing job.
Receptionist Catalina Figueroa Garibay has no doubt her position is important.
If Father Solanus were alive today, he'd be right in here, welcoming the people through the door.
In truth, that was about all Father Solanus was allowed to do. He was respected for his prayer life, but he failed his theology exam, so the elders made a decision.
They ordained him, but never gave him permission to preach publicly or hear confessions. What do you do with the preacher who can't preach?
Father Solanus was put in charge of opening the front door and greeting those who walked through. But a funny thing started happening. Catalina says it still happens today.
And many a times we find people that'll come here and start spilling their guts out, and I say, excuse me, we have confessionals over there, and they go, no, I'm good.
When it happened to Father Solanus, he listened without judgment and prayed for anyone who asked for prayer, demonstrating beliefs that were unusual at the time.
And they might believe what I believe or might not believe, but they're still God's child.
Jesus has a funny bone, because here when they told him, you can't listen to confession, you can't do this, you can't do that, when he would pray so intense that people left here and would come back and say, you know, I didn't die, I'm cured, you know? And I said, yeah, that's something huge.
Yeah, he became known for miracles and seeing answered prayer, and eventually his elders realized that more people were showing up to church just to talk to the doorman than to actually go to confession or the services and ask for prayer. And his service, well, it has expanded, and now so many people are benefiting from his work here at the Capuchin Kitchen. But we're going to talk more about that coming up at 6, and the impact that Father Solanus has had here in Detroit, and the impact that this beatification is going to have. Reporting live in Detroit, Jennifer Ann Wilson. Back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thank you very much. Historic moment, certainly, for city of Detroit.
And the Mass of Beatification for Father Solanus Casey will take place tomorrow at 4 o'clock at Ford Field. We will be live streaming the beatification on our website. Just head to WXYZ.com.